Welcome to Week 4, Lesson 2, Writing and Grammar, Professional Email Writing. Lesson Objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to structure a professional email correctly, use polite request language, maintain a professional tone, and write a clear email about workplace issues. Warm-up discussion. Discuss these following questions with a classmate. Do you write emails in English? What makes an email professional? And is texting language appropriate in work emails? Email structure. A professional email includes a subject line, a greeting, a purpose, details, a request or the next step, and a closing. Here is a model email. We have a subject line here, clarification about project deadline. Now we have the greeting, next we have the purpose. I am writing to clarify the deadline for the market report. And then here is a detail. So I'll use a different color for the detail. I will use green. The detail is I understood that the report was due on Friday, but I would like to confirm the exact time. Now we have the request or next step. Could you please confirm whether the deadline is 3 p.m. or 5 p.m.? And finally, let me switch back to yellow. We have the closing. Thank you for your assistance. That's polite. And then best regards, Ali. So you could say best regards, sincerely, or whatever you usually say. Make sure to keep it professional. Now we have some analysis questions. Discuss these with a classmate. Why is the subject line important? Which sentence explains the purpose? Which sentence is the polite request? Is the tone formal or informal? Polite request language. So, when speaking politely and in a professional setting, you speak in a certain way. You can't speak like you speak to your close friends or family. It must be professional. So compare these. Send me the report. That is unprofessional and impolite. Compare that to, could you please send me the report? So that is professional. We have could. The words could and would come up a lot in polite requests. And then please. In English, we call please the magic word. Now compare this. I want more information. It might be true, but it is not polite. Compare I want more information to I would like more information. So would, like I said, could and would are very common in polite language. So I would like. So would like together replaces want. And if you really wanted to, you could also say please at the end. I would like more information, please. But because we replaced want with would like, this sentence is polite. Now let's practice rewriting these sentences using polite language. Tell me the deadline. Talk to your partner. How would you say that in a polite way? Give me feedback. That's not very polite. It's direct, but you could also be polite. So talk to your partner about what you would say instead of give me feedback. Explain this problem. There are some words you could add to make this more polite. Discuss the answer with your partner. Now, let's move on to the writing task. So, here is the scenario. You did not understand, You did not understand the new instructions at work, and you made a small mistake. Your instructions are to write a professional email to your manager. You must include a subject line, a greeting, an explanation of why you made the mistake, a polite request, and a closing. And remember, use one past tense sentence and one polite modal. The modals you can use are either could or would. Now, check what you have written with yourself or with a peer. That's a partner or another student in class. Check, does the email have all 6 parts? So the details and purpose should be in the explanation. There were 5 bullet points on the last slide, but the explanation was the detail and the purpose. Is the tone professional? Also check, are the verbs correct? Remember, you were supposed to use one past tense verb. And is the request polite? You can also use AI for feedback. Sometimes this is better than self-checking because it can be done faster. So, copy and paste the following prompt into ChatGPT or your favorite AI. So here is the prompt, and then paste your email after the prompt. And remember, read your feedback thoroughly. The feedback only counts if you use the feedback to make changes in your writing. And finally, to wrap up, discuss the following 2 questions with a partner. What is the most important part of a professional email? There can be unprofessional emails, but in this class, we are talking about professional emails. Also, why is tone important specifically for a professional email? Next lesson, we will practice professional communication through a meeting simulation. If you want, you can write another professional email for homework. So here's the task. You need clarification about your responsibilities for a new project. Use the words clarify, responsibility, feedback, and could or would for a polite request. Thank you, and that's it for today.